Voices in the dark. Entertainment.
Hello everyone, welcome to Lord Pog Gaming, and I'm your humble host, Lord Pog. You honor me with your presence as we gear up for another free game that deserves attention. I'll be honest, this one stumped me a little, y'all. Not because it wasn't good, but because of what it is and how long it is. I had tuned up originally for an hour-long game, maybe shorter, and that'd be okay. I was ready for a dark, creepy game that may be more atmospheric than all out in your face, full of jump scares and possibly puzzle solving. I was not ready for what I got though, and honestly, I was pleasantly surprised.
That the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
The game I'm talking about is Amanda's Movie Night. But before we dive into that, first let me do my shameless sales pitch for the channel. If you're new here and like what I do, then I'd be totally honored by your subscribing.
Totally?
Regardless of if you're new to the channel or a longtime viewer, please leave a like and share for the video to help the channel grow. Also, ring my bell for notifications and sign my guestbook as an offering to the YouTube god known as the algorithm. My guestbook being the comment section, of course. Plus, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but my dog is in the background eating and drinking from his bowl, so I may get a little bit of noise in the background on this one. I'm sorry, y'all. Kratos, come on, chill out. I'm doing a video, dude. I love him though, he's beautiful. And that's all I'm gonna say about any of that. I won't harp on the matter.
Well, I don't like to harp on a subject,
I don't
but
care. It comes with me, never have. That's why they call me gregarious.
Without further ado, let's get on with the review of Amanda's Movie Night. As stated before, Amanda's Movie Night was not at all what I was expecting. My expectations for Amanda's Movie Night, based on face value, was a game about a woman watching a scary movie that becomes interactive for the player. Think something in the way of the VHS series of movies.
I love movies!
Where the movies Amanda watches become darker and more terrifying until eventually she's no longer watching the movies, but is the movie. Granted, I wasn't expecting a long drawn out in-depth game since it's only a free indie game after all. Yet what I did get was completely out of left field, but in a good way. We're gonna delve deeper into that in a bit.
hold your horses.
But first I want to talk about Amanda's Movie Night's conception. First released in July of 2024 by Jeremy Fisher and Voices in the Dark, a collaboration based on the wholesome horror genre. Now all you Golden Wonders out there might be asking, Hog, how did you not know what to expect with the genre literally being called wholesome horror?
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
Because I misunderstood the meaning of wholesome horror, thinking it wasn't gonna be overly graphic and not have extremely mature themes. I was expecting atmosphere and jump scares galore to supplement for blood, guts, and traumatic backstory. Still, what also makes Amanda's Movie Night's creation so fantastic is not only the fact that it has a well-known horror voice actor who is credited as DYL in the dark. However, When clicking the link to DYL in the dark on Amanda's Movie Night's main itch.io page, I got a YouTube unavailable page. The same thing happened when I clicked on DYL's TikTok link, but I suspect that Voices in the Dark and DYL are one and the same person. What makes me believe all of what I've stated is that Jeremy Fisher states that he teamed up with DYL to create Amanda's Movie Night as a way of promoting a fundraiser he is currently running. A noble cause, to be sure. And my hat's off to you, Jeremy, for raising the awareness of mental illness. 100% of any proceeds will go to NAMI, or the National Alliance of Mental Illness. At the time of making this video, they have currently raised $233 as of July 8th, 2025. I'm going to leave a link to Amanda's Movie Night itch.io page along with the link to NAMI for any of you Golden Wonders out there who are feeling generous. Quick update from Pog here. At the time of recording this video, I could not find a working link for DYL's pages at all, his YouTube or his TikTok, but I did find one eventually, so I'm going to leave a link for his YouTube page in the description below. I still don't know if DYL and Voices in the Dark are the same person, and if they're not, I'm sorry to both of y'all. But as it stands now, I will leave a link to DYL's YouTube page in the description below. Thank you. Now, back on with the show. Mental illness comes in many forms, y'all. In the spirit of full disclosure, I myself suffered, and honestly still suffer, from a type of mental illness that when I was in high school, I had to see a therapist over. So this hit pretty close to home for me, and I feel compelled to implore all y'all to at least give Amanda's Movie Night a chance, and perhaps donate if you can. While I've been able to learn to live with my particular issues, there are many out there who suffer in silence, who hurt alone, and as the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. Without anyone to help them, people often find it hard to find an outlet, which can cause them to lash out in life-changing ways, and not for the better, more often than not. But okay, I'm not here to preach at y'all.
Why?
Like I said, this just unearthed a lot of memories for me. Let's get back on track though. As to what Amanda's Movie Night is even really about. I know I'm beginning to sound like a broken record when I say, yet again, I was expecting an atmospheric series of jump scares. What I got? Well, what I got was, yes, atmospheric and a decent amount of jump scares when considering Amanda's actual runtime. Still, Amanda's charm doesn't actually come from these things. Although there was one jump scare that did almost cause me to go
Watch your profanity.
rear over tea kettle in my chair. No, the real charm of Amanda's Movie Night is its horror style When Harry Met Sally vibe.
I'll have what she's having.
And that it's about all I can go into when tackling that. Even though Amanda's Movie Night isn't a very long game, taking me maybe about 10 minutes to finish, maybe longer. I'm a bit of a knucklehead after all. Despite all that, if you're in the mood for a swerve, then Amanda's Movie Night is the game to play. Yes, it does revolve around a plot about a woman named Amanda gearing up for a movie night, and yes, eerie shenanigans does begin to ensue. Yet Amanda's Movie Night is so much more than that, and I can't recommend it enough. Not just because it's safe for the entire family, but because of why it exists. So give Amanda's Movie Night a chance. My first ever wholesome horror game. I want to thank all of y'all who have made it this far into the video. Y'all can't imagine how much it serves to help me. I've never been one to think of myself as a guy who's particularly talented, yet y'all help to give me confidence that I've never had before. And even if I had now until eternity, I'll never be able to repay y'all. So from my very heart and soul, I want y'all to know I love you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Your daisy if you do.
Ring my bell for notifications, and sign my guest book if and it tickles your fancy.
No, please do not tickle my fancy.
But more importantly, I want y'all to know that even if we don't always agree, perhaps we have different views on the real world issues, for instance, none of that matters here, because we are united in our love, our passion for gaming. I would fight any horde or foe by your side. You're always welcome in my lobby. Y'all come back now. Stay golden.